Today's special is Memphis Soul Stew. We sell so much of this, people wonder what we put in it. We're gonna tell you right now. Give me about a half a teacup of bass. Now I need a pound of fatback drums.
We're here in Los Angeles at the Dustin Groove's book launch party. I got a call from Elon. He was like, "Can I photograph your house, your collection?" Yeah, and we had a great time. He came and we talked a lot about the different types of music that I collect, and he shot a lot of great photos. I mean, who doesn't like talking about records and music, you know?
There's a lot of blogs out there, and a lot of them are completely the same. And so I like that Dustin Grooves incorporates music and photography and actual people. I mean, the thing that I loved about it right when I saw it was that he has a lot of female collectors on there. It's, you know, it's hard for lady collectors to get any recognition, and I think that it's like a level playing field, and it's great.
That's it right there.
I was hesitant at first because, like some record collectors, we can be a little private. But it was really the strength of Elon's photography that pushed me over the line. Like, I saw this dude knows what he's doing, and I really trusted him to represent me.
Turquoise Wisdom sent me an email saying that a friend of his was doing a book that I should be involved with. So as soon as I saw the integrity behind the work, I felt that it was legitimate and I wanted to get involved. Then all of a sudden I had a crew of people at my house asking me questions.
I could tell by the way he was shooting, he was a great photographer. I hadn't seen his photos, so I sort of trusted him. I told him, well, whatever you want to do, man, I'm in.
What I think impressed me about his work when I first saw it is that record collecting is in some ways kind of static. And records are all the same shape, there's a lot of repetition to it. And I think he really got at people's different personalities. He managed to find ways of visually capturing the culture and the personalities that people behind it in a way that you don't necessarily often see outside of really a small handful of other photographers.
The photographs are great, and it was a nice original peek into people's collections, and I think nobody is or has been doing it.
I think Elon's book is a revelation because Elon approached the book as a photographer who is also a record collector. So he was trying to document a person, he was trying to document a scene rather than show off someone's record collection. And I think that combined with his innate talent and his ability to coax out like personality in people that don't necessarily like to show personality made for a really intriguing and beautiful set of profiles.
The book itself is really a fine book. It came out beautifully. The layout's great. The editing, the photography is great. I was very happy with it. Not just because I'm in it.
Oh, I think the book is amazing. I edited the photo captions for it, so that was fun. It was hard. All the photos are so good. He's such a great photographer, and I think that everything was compiled so well, and yeah, visually it's really pleasing. The interviews are great.
I feel pretty honored to be a part of it. I've had a lot of females reach out to me because of the book, saying that it was really cool to see a female record collector. That meant a lot to me.
I knew the book was going to be good, and it kind of like blew me away when I saw it, to see everything in one place. I'm just impressed. The project really worked.
You know, Elon did this from soup to nuts, as they say, and he did an incredible job, and I'm really fucking happy for him.
A person's taste in music and food says a lot about who they are and where they come from and where they're going as well. I think he understands that, and I think that's kind of implied in this book. And I think it tells unique stories because it's not just about obviously one type of record collecting, but many types. So I'm glad somebody out there with that sensibility is doing it.
What is it about vinyl? Well, for me, it's time travel. You're holding a document that was once owned by someone else, and you wonder what was the story with their life. What were they doing the day that they brought it home from the record shop? So many stories.
To me, vinyl records, they were created with intention. They have an energy to them that's pressed into the grooves that nothing can ever take away unless you physically destroy it.
I work in the music business, and no matter what job I'm doing, there's always records to buy. It's all I really know. Like, I've been doing it since I was like 15, and it's the only thing since then that's been a constant. I don't know what I'd do without it.
Everything that I do, everything that is possible for me in this life is at this point been probably made possible by collecting records. It's not just a professional thing at this point, you know, it's a very spiritual thing with my children, and to be a part of a book like this is a real honor.
Well, vinyl records, I think, were about sort of an object that you pass between people. Back then, records were pretty expensive, so you'd have to just buy one and trade them with your friends, or hand them off or play them together, and so it was a real communal thing, and I think, you know, we've lost that sort of with the iPod and copying libraries over.
No, I mean, you just don't get physical copies of stuff anymore that hold so much in such a little package.
I own a few records that belong to my great-grandmother. I can't say that in 3 generations from now, my great-grandchildren will be owning my MP3s in my hard drive.
For me, I do love music, and it doesn't have to be just in a physical media form, but there is something about the power of touch with records that I think you connect with it in a way that's different than just orally and listening to it.
I think vinyl collecting is sort of like book collecting. I think it's an experience. I love the physicality. I grew up with vinyl. Vinyl had been handed down to me by my family, and it's just a major part of my life.
Thanks for getting all the diggers together and documenting what we're about, you know.